Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. I'm trying to get the Sabres app to load so I can do this recap on last night's shit show. The bad Columbus Bluejackets go into Buffalo and whip the shit out of the Buffalo Sabres 9-4. Buffalo scored 30 seconds into the game. And then Columbus scored 7 straight before Buffalo got another one. And then Buffalo made it 7-4. And then it was 8-4 and then 9-4. The Columbus Bluejackets beat up on the lowly Buffalo Sabres. Now, people are saying fire Don Granato, but they hired Don Granato because no coach with a brain wants to come to Buffalo. Why? They're looking at this roster and saying, what am I going to win in Buffalo? Why would I go to Buffalo and take that job? I'm not going to win nothing. I'm not going to make the playoffs. If I don't turn it around in one season, the fans are going to run me out anyway. So why? Why would I go to Buffalo, New York? To pay high taxes and get run out of town? Thanks, but no thanks. And that's why we got Granato. Because nobody fucking wanted this job. Nobody wants to come to Buffalo. Who? What goaltender is going to say, yeah, I'll go lose in Buffalo? Thanks, but no thanks. What good player of any kind would say, yeah, I'll go lose in Buffalo? Thanks, but no thanks. There ain't nobody going to take this job. Not anybody with a brain, anyway. So let's recap this. In the first period, Columbus outscored Buffalo 3-1. In the second, they outscored Buffalo 4-1. And the third period was tied 2-2 for a 9-4 Columbus Blue Jackets win. Let's see, game stats. Goals, Columbus Blue Jackets 9, Buffalo Sabres 4. Shots, Columbus 34, Buffalo 29. Block shots, Blue Jackets 16, Sabres 13. Hits, Columbus 12, Buffalo 20. Faceoffs, Blue Jackets 29, Sabres 35. Power plays, Columbus 1 for 2, Buffalo 1 for 3. Penalty minutes, Columbus Blue Jackets 6, Buffalo Sabres 4. Let's take a look at the scoring. In the first period, at 30 seconds, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, his 8th of the season, assisted by Dylan Cousins, his 12th, and Casey Middlestat, his 18th. And 30 seconds into the game, it's 1 zilch. Buffalo. But not for long. At 10:35, it was Columbus Blue Jackets' Johnny Gaudreau, his 6th of the season, assisted by Adam Fantilli, his 10th of the season, and it's a 1-1 game. And then at 14:40, it was Columbus's Adam Fantilli, his 9th of the season, assisted by Johnny Gaudreau, his 13th, and Ivan Provorov, his 16th, and it's a 2-1 Columbus lead. And then at 19:45, it was Columbus's Kirill Marchenko, his 11th of the season, on the power play, assisted by Johnny Gaudreau, his 2nd of the game, his 14th of the season, and Zach Werenski, his 23rd of the season. And after one, it's a 3-1 Columbus lead. In the second period, at 7:37, it was Columbus's Kirill Marchenko, his 2nd of the game, his 12th of the season, assisted by Yegor Chinnikov, his 5th of the season, and Andrew Peak, his 4th of the season. And it's a 4-1 Columbus lead, and they pulled Devin Levi at that point. But Ukko-Pekka Sukkinen came in and allowed 5. So it didn't help the Sabres in any way, shape, or form. At 7:55, and Ukko-Pekka Sukkinen allowed his goals on their first 2 shots on him. Boom, goals. At 7:55, it was Columbus's Kirill Marchenko, his 3rd of the game, his 13th of the season, assisted by Yegor Chinnikov, his 2nd of the game, his 6th of the season, and Ivan Provorov, his 2nd of the game, his 17th of the season, And guess what? It's 5-1 Columbus. And at 8:52, it was Columbus's Eric Goodbranson, his third of the season, assisted by Alexander Tessier, his fourth, and Sean Curley, his fifth. And it's 6-1 Columbus. I'm sorry. 7-1 Columbus. And then at 18:54, it was Buffalo's Kyle Okposo, his sixth of the season, assisted by Casey Middlestat, his second of the game, his 19th of the season, and by Victor Olofsson, his eighth of the season. And after two, it's a 7-2 Columbus Blue Jackets lead. And then in the third period, at 2:57, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his eighth of the season, on the power play, assisted by Rasmus Dahlin, his ninth, and Alex Tuch, his 11th. And it's a 7-3 puck game. And then at 7:51, it was Buffalo's Dylan Cousins, his sixth of the season, assisted by Zach Benson, his seventh, and John Jason Paterka, his 11th. And it's a 7-4 Columbus lead. And at 8:30, it was Columbus's Cole Sillinger, his second of the season, assisted by Zach Werenski, his second of the game, his 24th of the season, and Kent Johnson, his seventh of the game, or his seventh of the season. And it's an 8-4 Columbus lead. And then at 10:59, it was Columbus's Kent Johnson, his fourth of the game, or his fourth of the season, assisted by Cole Sillinger, his ninth of the season, and Emil Bemstrom, his fourth of the season. And it's a 9-4 Columbus victory over the Buffalo Losers. Penalties. In the first period, it was Buffalo's Peyton Krebs, 2 minutes for high sticking at 19:03. Then in the second period, it was Buffalo's Kyle Okposo, 2 minutes for tripping at 9:44. And then at 19:25, it was Columbus's Jake Bean, 2 minutes for interference. And then in the third period at 1:55, it was Columbus's Andrew Peet, 2 minutes for holding. And then in the third period, it was Columbus's Dmitry Voronkov, 2 minutes for hooking at 14:03. So, the Columbus Blue Jackets go into Buffalo and absolutely demolish the Buffalo Sabres. And now, on Thursday night, we got the Toronto Maple Leafs gonna come in and pound the crap out of the Buffalo Sabres, and they're gonna laugh as they're doing it. People keep saying fire Granato, but like I said, what coach with a brain is going to want to take this job? Nobody. You're not going to get any good players because nobody's going to want to come and lose in Buffalo, and no coach is going to want to come here and lose. It just ain't going to happen, guys. It isn't. We're not getting a good coach, and we're not getting good players. We're going to have to develop these kids, and this team's going to have to grow up, with what they have, because you ain't going to get anybody of significant that's going to want to come and lose in Buffalo. So guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Sabres. And somehow, some way, gonna try and beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, who come in at 16-7-6, and the Buffalo Sabres come in at 13-17-3. And Tage Thompson, in his post-game interview, even said, it's not the coach. The coach can only do so much, but if the players aren't doing their job and executing, then a coach can't do nothing. So he even admitted it's not the coach, it's the players. The players aren't doing what they're told to do. And that's a coach. If you're not going to listen to the coach, a coach ain't going to want to come here. No. Why? all they're gonna do is do what they want. So why should I go there? Thanks, but no thanks. Anyways, go Sabres. Somehow dig down deep and beat the Maple Leafs. And let's string some wins together. And, and Saturday, we're at the New York Rangers, who come in at 22-7-1, and the Buffalo Sabres come in at 13-17-3. Hopefully, we go in at 14-17-3, but I think we're going in at 13-18-3. So, anyways, go Sabres.